Donnie, is the frequency in use?
No, I was just going to tell Michael there's a bunch of guys from New York on 28415 got a strong signal down here. I was just talking to him. I just thought maybe he might be interested in it.
Well, since we got a 10 meter net tonight, I guess we're going to interrupt them if we get lucky.
No, they won't be on that late, but they all up New Jersey, New York, and all up through there. They just a bunch of guys getting together. But they got a good strong signal. I talked to them for a while tonight. But I'll turn it back over when they get net started. Thank you, Paul.
All right, Donnie. Very good. I'm glad you let me know about that. If that's true, if we have to QSY, we'll go to 28.430. That sounds like a good number. Anyway, welcome to the Simplex Net here at Mount Juliet. This is Paul, K4PEW, Net Control. Is there any emergency or priority traffic other than the 10 meter activity? Very good. If there is an emergency, call 911. If you can't do that, just tell us. For some reason, you can't do it. Sometimes if you have a cheap cell phone, maybe it won't do that. Anyway, anytime there's an emergency, you can break in on us. Don't even worry about it. Unless it's moving bodies or taking you to the airport, or both. Information on this net, you can see us right now on, what is this thing? It's called YouTube. YouTube, I'm staring at it right in my face. And look up my call, K4PEW, down there, and you'll come right up to this, what they call a premiere. They call everybody who has a show a premiere, so I don't think it's anything really special. We are kind of special because I think we're the only net in the country that does this, because I think it helps out people who are listening on the air, that is. It also helps out, kind of generates more activity for non-hams or marginal hams or semi-marginal hams. At any rate, that's YouTube K4PEW in the search bar, and then you got to hit enter. That's that button that says enter, and it has that arrow, funny arrow pointing towards the left. Also, you can see our regular website, 146415.net, 146415.net has some Simplex information, or you can go to our groups.io page. Most of you should be familiar with that. Or if you don't have a pencil handy, just go to groups.io, groups.io, and search for MJSS, which stands for, what does it stand for? Oh yeah, Mount Juliet Simplex Society. As always, you can call me or write me, or you can write me at the K4PEW@ARRL.net. And that normally meets at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night at 8 p.m. and at other times during the night, day, and all over the place. On 146415. Purpose of the net is to have fun, to figure out who you can hear, get mad at those you can't hear, and figure out what you have to do to your station to make you hear them. It's been a lot of fun in the last 6.5 or so years, watching myself and others improve their stations so that we have more fun on the air, because you get on ham radio to get on the air, and it's too darn simple to get on a repeater, and we think getting on the air simplex is a much more fun idea, and it's more to the heart of what ham radio is all about getting your signal as far as humanly possible to talk to people you want to talk to. All right, and then see what else we got. Oh yeah, announcements tonight are you got those 2 Ham Fest coming up, and I don't want you to forget July 31st, excuse me, for the Ham Quest at the Wilson County Fairgrounds. There'll be announcements on our reflector for that on the IO site, the group site. And also the 21st of August, yes, 21st of August, Huntsville Amateur Radio Club's Ham Fest in Huntsville, of course. Great event. Both are great events, really. I think that the one we have, we collectively have it, the Royal We in Wilson County is an excellent Ham Fest. In a covered area, it has upwards of 100 people, and they've got some regional vendors for several things. So it's really going to be a lot of fun. Plus, you get together with people you know and love. In other news, we've got the 10 meter net tonight on 28.415. It may be busy. If that's true, I'll make an announcement that we'll go to 28.430. And also, as a result of that FCC warning again us not to do illegal activity, the FCC is now turning over licensing to the Vatican. They're going to handle all of this, and that way it'll be all pure and neat, and everybody will do the right thing. Let's see, is there any other announcements or corrections? Did I lose anybody? All righty. Tonight is net number 684. We're starting from the south. We will be taking people short on time first. Not short on time living, but short on time tonight for some people if they're mobile or they're watching a movie with their wife or they're, in some other way indisposed and unable to stay on the air. Anyway, we're starting from the south, but we'll take the early check-ins now for the short on time, and following that by first-time check-ins. Short on time, please come now.
K4 easy, short.
Short on time. All right, Earl, you doing all right?
Yeah, doing pretty well. Just got dinner cooking in the stove in there. No fast food. My microwave don't work, so I gotta do it the real way. But anyway, 7-3 out there. Good evening. Have a good rest of the week, and catch y'all 10 meters later, perhaps. KE4DEZ 7-3.
That's all right. Earl's got his food to attend to. That's Earl Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. He is in Noreen, just east of the Cedars of Lebanon Park. Who else is short on time?
Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra Paul northbound Juliet.
Hold on, Paul. I had somebody ahead of you there. Who was Kilo Delta 4? Was that Greg?
That's correct. Yeah, I'm mobile here on Browley, so I'll be in and out.
All right, very good. That is Greg. He is mobile tonight at the moment anyway. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. And we had Paul here in Mount Juliet, Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra. Short on time. Everything all right?
Yeah, there was a double, but yeah, everything's good, and just can't do the whole net tonight, but want to check in anyway.
Oh, that's all right. We appreciate you being there. We're actually doing not me a service, but we do each other a service by, providing a signal that people can gauge what they're doing. Anyway, hold on one second. We're going to sneeze here. Wow. Okay. You guys can't hear that on the radio, but you can hear it on YouTube because I can't turn off that microphone. Anyway, Paul, appreciate you being there. That's Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra short on time. Anybody else? All righty. Do we have any first time checking? All righty. We don't have that. If you are listening out there and have not checked in before, and for some reason you feel I don't know why you feel intimidated, but don't worry about that. We're pretty friendly people. At least I hope we are. And to get on the air is fun, so don't worry about checking in here. Nobody will make fun of you, usually. All right, well then we're going to start taking check-ins from the south. Please come now.
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Readable.
All right, hold on one second. I heard probably a triple in there, but I heard Larry first at Kilo Echo 4 Charlie Sierra. Excuse me, Sierra Yankee Victor. Everything all right, Larry?
Yeah, we're good here, man. We'll let you get on with it. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Yeah, very good. That's Larry, Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor in Rockville. I think I heard David in Reedyville. Was that you?
Yes, sir. Good evening, Mr. Ball. That Larry's quick on the trigger is all I can tell
you. Yeah. All right. Very good. November, Delta, November. I got to think of your call here for Kilo India 4 November, Delta, November, right?
That is correct. You go right on, sir. Good evening to you and all on the net. KI4 India.
Very good. Good signal. You must be full power tonight, David. That's Kilo India 4 November, Delta, November. Who else is south? Please come now.
Whiskey Victor 4 Delta, Ken and Smyrna.
All right, Ken. I didn't think I talked to you at all today.
Yeah, we gotta quit that.
Well, I had lots of nothing to do. That's why.
Well, I got caught up with my nothing about midday.
No, I didn't. I only get a couple of things done, and they were not of much consequence. Anyway, that's Ken. You're doing okay, though?
Yes, sir, man. Doing great. I was just proud of myself that I remembered the net tonight.
What net?
Hair net.
Yes, I heard something. There was an XYL net down in Florida. That's what they were calling it, the hair net.
I think that's very appropriate. Anyway, appreciate what you do, Paul. And wish everybody well on the net. So far, I'm keeping up to that with everyone that I cannot hear.
All right, so you know everybody you can hear. Very good. That's Ken. He's in Smyrna. Whiskey Victor 4 Delta. Who else is south?
KF4, KFQ, GZR.
All right, and I had GZ. Hold on there, Mark, and I got Tony in there too. That's Whiskey 0 GZR. That's what that is. And I got Tony KF4 KFQ. What's up, Tony?
Just following Ken's shadow.
That's all right. Well, that's it. You got a lot of trash dragging behind you. Slows you down.
Yes, I do. Yes. I almost sometimes wish I never told you about our little trash collection group that we have.
No, I think it needs public announcements that people need to not dump trash on the roadside.
Well, they've started. Well, they've started doing it again, and I don't know. I just pull the rest of my hair out, and I don't know if it serves any purpose to get frustrated with it or mad or anything. But at the same time, I'm not wise enough to know what the solution to the problem is.
I got it. Okay, just think about this, and maybe you can go from there. Somehow get the county or the state or the DOT or a grant to fund a decent camera to do license rating.
Well, there's no electricity down there. We've explored that already. No, I just want to just put a Walmart in there, and then it won't matter.
That's right. Hey, listen, I'll tell you, when I was living up in well, I don't have to live there for it to be that way, but the Walmart that's closest to the Canadian border is very busy because it's cheap, not because Walmart, I don't know if there's any Walmarts in Canada or not. I really don't know, but I do know this: the prices in New York are cheaper because they don't have a value-added tax, and also it's cheaper in general due to competition here. So anyway, people come here, that Walmart, to buy things, and they will, the trash cans and the dumpsters, and sometimes just in the parking lot, are filled with their old stuff that they wore. They'll wear old shoes, old pants, old shirts, old jackets, old boots. They'll take them all off, and they'll put on 3 or 4 pair of pants, shirts, T-shirts, and hats in order to go back across the border and not incur any wrath.
Well, wherever you go, there you are.
Well, that's wherever you go, they are, because I think they cut them slack at the border. But the reason they come is they actually come over and buy tires, take them back on their car. Nobody knows the difference, even though it's illegal.
Well, that's all right. We go over there to buy our pharmaceuticals, so it all weighs out.
Yeah, and Canadian bacon. All righty, that was Tony in Smyrna, Kilo Foxtrot 4, Kilo Foxtrot Quebec. Mark, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing just fine.
Just fine. That's it. Fine. You're supposed to say like fine as frog's hair.
Well, I can say I'm just groovy, Paul.
Groovy and cool.
Or swell. I like swell.
Now, swell was, I think, 40s/early 50s, maybe.
Yeah, I know. I watched some TV show or movie, I guess it was, and one guy in the thing kept saying swell. I thought I'm going to start using that.
Or we can go back to just snapping our fingers.
Yeah, but you can't hear that here. Okay, there we go. Snap my finger.
There you go. I heard it. Yeah, no, that's some old school. You know what's funny, though, is what's interesting, I should say, is that cool has made it all the way from the 50s all the way till today. And it's been continuous.
Yeah, you're right.
Nothing else has made it. Cool it made it, I think I don't know if it started with the jazz era or when it started, but it started at least when I was a young lad, and it's made it all the way here. So it's made it 60, 70 years.
Well, let's give it an award, a gold star, something.
Yeah, but you do hear that. I thinking back, my brother texted me something, and I wrote back, cool. And I thought, what? It just sounds like a funny word. Anyway, Mark, good to have you in there. That's Whiskey Zero Golf, Zulu Romeo in Nashville. Who else is South? Yeah, South. That's where we started.
KE4 DYJ.
Oh, Mr. Vacation Week. How you doing, Jim?
I'm still vacationing. I've been banished to my Amtrak in the evening. So life is good.
Are you developing new calluses from all the work?
No, I took the day off. It was chilly outside. Decided to stay indoors.
I don't know. It's a good day to do work when it's cold.
No, I decided not to. I did install a new microwave. Appliances are hard to find right now, and actually I had to find this one. Some electronics store online in Illinois had the microwave that we needed.
Oh, cool. So you did get it. Yeah. No. I'm surprised you got it. You told me about you paid for it, and I was kind of surprised it was that cheap.
I got it, installed it, and already used it. It was the exact fit. The bracket and everything, the trim was made for that microwave, so we had to find, that one. So it wasn't that big of a stretch to install it and everything. It looks like factory.
Oh, no, that's the way it's. Yeah, that's cool. I just thought those would be harder to get and more expensive, because they always bleed you for those special fit ones.
Oh yeah, exactly. But this is actually a countertop microwave. It's a large one, but still, it's a countertop microwave. And but they have the trim piece fit in cupboard or in cabinet rather with the trim piece, and it's made for it. Just perfect fit. Button it back up. We're good to go for another, hopefully, a couple of years.
Yeah, well, they've kind of become disposable items as we've discussed. Anyway, that's Jim, and he's in Woodbury. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. Great signal as always. Who else is south?
Kilo 4 Oscar Foxtrot Oscar.
Those guys still on 415 on 10 meters?
Oh shit, they have it big time. They won't be there that much longer.
Oh, that's right. We'll scare them all.
Yeah, I think I did when I hollered at them.
Yeah, very good. That's Donnie. He's in Hermit. Is everything going all right?
Can't complain. I missed summer. I don't know how things went last summer with this winter coming on, so maybe I'll get the next one.
Oh, yeah. Well, very good. That was Donnie, Kilo 4 Oscar Foxtrot Oscar. He is in Hermitage, over just east of Percy Priest Lake, about 5 miles south. Anybody else south?
Before we did.
No movie tonight, Eddie?
Well, not yet. It's kind of been cool outside today, so didn't get much outside work done, and everybody doing okay tonight, and no traffic before we did.
All right, that's Eddie in Gladeville. Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-Ray. Who else south? Anybody? Going to the east.
Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. James Mount Juliet.
Had that mic all lubed up, didn't
you? Locked in my hand.
Everything well?
Fine as frog hair, Paul.
Hey, there you go. I haven't heard that in a while, by the way.
I heard it just a few minutes ago somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Well, that's James. He says he's doing fine. Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel Indy. Anybody else south?
Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Yankee. How about these? KI4 SIB, KI4 SOR, and I'm going to try and get into that 10 meter net after a while.
The 10 meter? Cool. I think, wait, hold on 1 second. I got Kilo India 4. Yeah, I got space here. Kilo India 4. SIB. Hold on 1 second, Richard. And I had, I think, Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Yankee.
Yes, Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Yankee. South.
Okay, very good. I called for south, and I was actually, Lewis, I was already on east, but I'm glad you checked in. Doesn't really matter. We're not that picky about who calls in when. How you doing, Lewis?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, no, I got right before the east. I think I got stepped over. Still struggling with the HT, I guess. But yeah, doing pretty good. Just out here freezing in the hammock. I come out here for the nets. I come out here and get a little better reception.
You must be swinging with your HT because I can hear the difference when you move.
I am. That's interesting.
I can hear the little bit of fluff in there of the little bit of hash in the background. It just slides back and forth when you move around. That's Lewis in the hammock with an HT. Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Yankee, and he is. By the way, yours is interesting too because with the 2 O's in there, you become the other fellow was Oscar. Oh man, I forgot what it's called. Roy, but yours is actually without the 4. It's Cootie.
I know. I look at it as coyote. I don't know why, but yeah, I guess it would be cootie.
Very good. That's good, though. It's easy to remember. All right, Lewis and Mount Juliet. Kilo, Oscar 4, Oscar, Tango, Yankee. I hadn't noticed that cootie before. And also Richard, you up in there? And how about your better half?
Yeah, go ahead and check her in. She's back over at her computer.
Yeah, we live on those things these days, don't we?
Unfortunately, we do.
Yeah. Well, they become fun, though. You know, it's interesting when you have discussions. Somebody will say, she goes, "You're full of it." I say, "Well, I'll prove it to you." And I find it. Say, "There you go. You look at that, huh?"
That's right. Take a good long gander at that, my good man. Yeah, but I'm gonna try and get into that 10 meter net. I don't know if I'm gonna succeed or not, but I've got it tuned up already, just sitting there waiting on it.
Very good. That's Richard. Kilo, India 4, Sierra, India Bravo. And Stephanie, Kilo, India 4, Sierra, Oscar Romeo, just west of downtown Lebanon. Going to try to do the 10 meter. Your signal's excellent, by the way, Richard. Who else is east?
Okay,
All righty. You like where I think I told you, did you hear me say we're going to do the licensing? The FCC is going to switch the licensing over to the Vatican. Oh, I said that at the front end. In lieu of all that illegal activity they seem to be finding, I guess they need better licensees.
Yeah, sounds like this kind of. I didn't hear it at the beginning.
Oh no, that was my big fake news.
It's almost first. Okay.
No, as I mentioned in the note I sent out to the group, they must have some inkling that there is some activity, or maybe they know of some illegal activity somewhere or somehow, and they just wanting to make sure nobody gets involved in those doing it. I don't know what the reason is. I really can't say because I can't remember the last time. Well, I can remember somebody doing illegal activity. Some guys either stole or bought some radio, handheld, and they were on a crime spree, robbing, I don't know what, houses, or I don't know what the heck they were doing. But they got on the repeaters, not realizing they were talking to everybody on the planet, and the police just came and arrested them.
I heard that. I wonder if it might be some drug cartels.
Oh, it's probably, the drug cartels are probably using. You're right. That's probably what it is. But I can't imagine any licensed ham helping people do that. I just can't.
I want to look you up, Paul. I can
Yeah, very good, Stan. Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Quebec Echo. He's in just north of downtown Lebanon. Who else is east? Okay, up to the north.
Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Kilo Echo. Kilo Echo 4, Romeo Victor Quebec. KB4 SFM.
Hey, none of this serial check-ins, guys. Let's see. I think I heard Kilo. Hold on, before I do this, before I get on here, Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Kilo Echo. I had Roy. Hold on, Roy. And then Romeo. Gosh, I forgot your call there, Brett.
Kilo Echo 4, Romeo Victor Quebec.
Yeah, I forgot the Victor. That's what it was. I knew the Quebec was in there. I just couldn't remember what was in there. But anyway, we had Roy first. How's it going, Roy?
Evening, Paul. To coin the expression I heard tonight, I'm as fine as frogs here.
Yeah, fine as. I've also heard fine as frog hair split 2 ways or 4 ways or something.
Yeah, everything's fine on this side, and of course, this is Cookie you're talking to.
Well, you heard who I had on earlier. Lewis was Cootie, K-O-4-O-T-Y.
No, don't start that. You said mine reminded you of Cookie. So anyway, all's well here. Hope you have a good night.
Yeah, very good, Roy. Wait, are you on your good radio? I take it you're on your good radio, your brand new one.
2 watts, X300 antenna, and it's at 504 foot altitude, I think.
Ah, very good. That's your biggest problem, really, is that lower altitude, being at 500 something feet. But you have a good signal to me, and I'm sure a lot of people are copying you. Anyway, that's Roy. He is in Madison. Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Kilo Echo. And I had Brent. Good to hear you in there, Brent.
How you doing tonight, Paul?
I'm doing pretty good. I was a little sitting here still sweating. I just spent some time on the rowing machine, which is like a torture to me.
Oh, I've been shoveling mulch all day, so I'm all geared up too.
Oh man, what kind of mulch did you get?
It's just this brown heavy duty stuff. I got a truck full of it from down here in Mount Juliet.
Yeah, I had gotten some bags of that last season, and it does a wonderful job. You talking about the pine bark stuff?
No, this is just a regular, finely ground up mulch. It's Mitchie's over here in nursery.
Oh yeah, cool. You sure can't eat up a lot of money on that kind of stuff, can't you?
Actually, for a truckload, pickup truck full, it would cost about $30.
Oh, that's cheap. How much does that work out to be now? How many yards it is?
Good Lord, I didn't really do the math on that one, but I've covered quite a bit. I need another truckload, but I was surprised how much I got done.
Cool. Well, very good. Yeah, I've got a little bit more of that to do for myself. That's Brent. He's up in Northwest Wilson, Kilo Echo 4 Romeo Victor, Quebec. Good signal in here, Brent. And we had Tom out of Martha.
Sorry, Paul. I was listening for more calls from the east, and I procrastinated. KB4 SFM.
Yeah, that's all right. No, there's some nets that do that. They, as you probably have seen over the years, they'll ask for calls and then there'll be 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 will check in at this, like in a serial manner. And I prefer not to do it that way.
You're talking about illegal traffic. I've got something on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, for those of us that work CW, I can remember you'd be listening on the CW band, and out of nowhere, there would be a series of 5 letters, A, C, P, B, and then a slight pause and 5 more letters, and that would go on like for a half hour. And that was just a strict cipher, just a straight code for somebody that would have to decipher. I don't know if it was military. I doubt it. Probably the druggies would be talking about a shipment coming.
Yeah, it's unlikely it was military because they're pretty straightforward in how they. Let's put it this way: in the last, I don't know how many years, they either use cryptography, which you wouldn't recognize in the first place, in a digital way, or they just use a standard format of usually blocks of 5 letters.
Yeah, that's what it was. 5 letters and then 5 more letters, and that'd go on for like say 20 minutes or so, and it was either drug people or the Cubans. I don't know which one it was. KB4 SFM.
Or both.
Comment.
Hey, go ahead, Richard.
Let me go direct with Tom for just a second.
All right, go ahead.
Appreciate what you did, Tom.
You learn how to use it.
That's another chapter in the book. I don't know.
All right. Well, let me know when you get it hooked up. We'll give it a try. KB4 SFM.
What'd you give him, a ballpoint pen?
No, he pulled a more fast one on me.
All right, no problem. That's not hard to do in this world, is it?
Y'all carry on. Thank you very much. Talk to you when I can. KI4SIB.
All right, Richard. I hope all is well. Anybody else east, please? Anybody else east, please? We've exhausted east. North.
W9BOQ.
Hello, Dennis. How are you doing? Your audio sounds a little low today.
I'm on my 991 for the first time in a long time. There, is that better right there?
Yeah, that's much better. You're doing fine.
Yeah, I built a 2-meter ground plane today for working satellites. So I'm on that, and with my 991, which I use for working satellites. But anyway, I was just trying it out. Michael said I was 20 over to him and 45 to 50 on my X700. So, and this thing's only up 10 feet in the air, so I'm happy with it. It'll work good. Back to that W9BOQ.
It's just a standard ground plane?
Yep, just a plain old ground plane.
Did you? I'll have to send you that link to what Robin built for doing satellite work. One of those omnidirectional golly, what do you call it? Looks like a mixer head. It's two square tubes on top of a ground plane, and it's omnidirectional.
Oh, cool. Yeah, send it to me. Anyway, I'm looking at 10 meters right now. It's open. There's a lot of signals below 28,400.
Fantastic. All right, very good, Dennis. I got to put a little note there to myself about that link. All right, that was Dennis, Whiskey 9 Bravo Oscar, Quebec. He is in Castellian Springs with a great signal. And by the way, you were a little over 30 over to me.
Oh, good. Just I didn't spend any money on the antenna, so there you go. In fact, if Lewis needs an antenna, I'll build one for him just like this, and I'll give it to him. So if he's listening, I know he was looking for an antenna.
Lewis, if you're listening, that's Whiskey 9 Bravo Oscar, Quebec, talking about antennas.
Oh, I know him. Hey, Dennis. Yeah, we'll talk later. Thank you.
All righty. Who else is north?
Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo. L. Justin in Gallatin.
Okay, Justin, hold on one second. I had, who the hell? Oh, yeah, Frank was in there. West Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo.
Good evening, Paul.
You doing well?
Yeah, doing good. A little cold today, but it was good. Yeah, I know there's no rules, but this Saturday.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention we do have the breakfast this Saturday.
Yeah, that's good. Wasn't sure if that was going on.
Is your job going back to any traveling at all?
No, not right now. We're still working from home. I got a feeling they don't want us to go back.
Well, hands-on is much better than Zoom, I'll tell you.
Yeah, no, we're looking into doing because of the tech support thing. One of the biggest problems is whether we're in the office or not is the phone is limited. So we're checking out some of those glasses and some of the Zoom type stuff. Not Zoom, but that kind of stuff where we can use our eyes as well as ask questions. Because I don't know, the people on the other end of their phone are getting worse.
Well, it's sometimes hard to replicate something that they're seeing on their end for what you have available to you on your end.
Yeah, you get into the also kind of like somewhat of a language barrier, especially if the other person is not in the industry or doesn't know the proper jargon. So he may be trying to describe this box thing, and it's not a box.
Oh yeah, no, I understand. And plus, people the less technically competent, and they're not sure how to describe or even to articulate, what the heck is going on, and you're having to ask them 90 questions to get to the bottom of it.
Oh yeah, I still remember my favorite phone call from my old job. Some guy called up, the oven, she don't work, it's broke. You come, you fix now.
I'm sure I've been down that road. Let me tell you. Don't make me laugh. I've been down that road on customer support. All right, well, very good, Frank. Good to have you in there. I hope you do get back to traveling. Even though that's more of a pain in the neck, it's really more productive.
Oh yeah, but traveling is good. That's the fuel behind our business. So if people are traveling, they're eating, and if they're eating, you're using dishwasher. So I like that.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, very good. That was Frank, Northwest Mount Juliet, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo. Justin, give me your call again, please.
It's Whiskey 3, Juliet Charlie Hotel.
Yeah, very good. Remember the name and forgot the call, so sometimes I get it backwards. How you doing?
Doing great. Yeah, I'm the guy with no jacket for last year on the breakfast. But anyway, yeah, no, I'm doing great. Up here and watching the wife do some sewing stuff, and so just kind of living the dream.
Oh yeah, so you're gonna have to show up on the hottest day of the year. We'll go to the park and you can wear a winter coat.
No, not me, Jack.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm as cold tolerant as you are, but I'm usually pretty. I've had people say, "What is wrong with you going outside in your bare feet when it's 30 degrees out?"
Yeah, I do that too, but yeah, I don't like the summertime. once it gets above about like 72, I'm out.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Having lived both here and in Florida for the last, I forget how many years now, 37 plus 45 years, plus I did 2 tours in the Middle East. I know what hot is, and I don't really like it.
I'm with you. The humidity, no, I'm good where I'm at.
No, it's not that bad here, really. In fact, the weather we have now is beautiful. I just wish it could stay like this year round, and I'd be a happy camper. That was Justin in Gallatin, Whiskey 3, Juliet, Charlie Hotel. Anybody else north?
Whiskey 1 Alpha Mike India.
Hello, how are you? Whiskey 1 Alpha Mike India.
Hey, sounds any better at me, Paul.
Yeah, no, it's well, as long as you got your health and you got decent radios and you got a good marriage, and you got some money in your pocket, you're all set.
Yeah, the weather would just stay nice. That would be fantastic. I usually hide in my screen room when I'm on the radio, but now I'm hiding in the kitchen with the cable going through the door. So I think it'll work for now.
Oh yeah, no question about it. So everything else well for you, Adam?
Yes, sir. Actually, picked up my cap and gown to graduate with my associate's degree. It's been a long, fought battle, but I'm finally getting it.
Awesome. You plan on going further?
Right now, not so much. We'll see what happens until a break.
Well, don't put it off too long if you can. I mean, it's a yeah, associates is good. Don't get me wrong, but putting it off often gets put off forever because you have to work.
Yeah, I'm 35 and I only went back when I was about 30. So it's a job where I'm always on call, but glad to be this far. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, very good. That's Adam. He is in Hendersonville, and that's Whiskey 1 Alpha Mike India. Well, I just noticed on your the QRZ page that PVC radio slash. That's not really a Go kit. It's just a little platform for your radio and power supply, right?
Yeah, I actually found that on YouTube, and they tell you how to build it. They tell you exactly how many pieces, how many elbows, how many tri-legs, and how much straight pipe. You just cut it, paint it. It's unbelievably fantastic. Just grab it and go.
No, that is cool. That is cool. Yeah, you can take a look on his website at Whiskey 1 Alpha Mike India. It's an interesting little arrangement. It's not made for big, heavy boat anchors, though. Very good. That was Whiskey 1 Alpha Mike India, and that's Adam, and he's in Hendersonville. Anybody else north?
WB0NLO, Mark in Northwest Wilson.
Hey, Mark. Everything going all right?
Yep. May sound a little funny. I got a numb lip. It's been a long day at the dentist.
Oh, I don't know. I heard you got smacked by the XYL.
Well, that too. I deserve that, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's an awful feeling, isn't it? You're afraid to do anything like eat or drink water when you get numb from a dentist.
Yep, that's the way it is. And it just seems not going away this time. I don't know. It'll go away tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah, no, it will. You're right. That I still don't like it though. And I think I told you when I had some really minor surgery. I said, "You're going to numb it?" She goes, "No. If I do it, the numbing shots will be just as bad as what I'm going to cut into." There's okay, just forget it then.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. I can't go used to.
No, it was just funny. You get used to it after. I guess the older you get, the more tolerant you become. Because I just sat there and took it, sucked it up and lived with the pain.
Yep. All righty. Well, have a good night. Carry on. I'll try to meet you on 10.
All right, very good. It's K4PEW with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. That was Mark. Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar up in Northwest Wilson County. Who else is north?
Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey, Carlin, North Sumner County, Bethpage.
Hey, Carlin, you doing well?
I wish I could say yeah, but I guess I'm surviving.
Well, we're all doing a little bit of that. You doing all right, though? I mean, otherwise?
Health issues. I got put on some metformin here about a month, 2 months ago, and that stuff, apparently I was allergic to it. It messed me up something awful.
Oh, wow. I'm unfamiliar with that, but any allergic reaction, I had one of those some years ago, and it wasn't fun.
Well, my leg from my left kneecap up to my hip feels like somebody skinned the skin off of it. Feels like a water blister. I'm hurting all in my back. It all started about a day after I went on that stuff, and it ain't stopped. And I finally quit taking the stuff because I couldn't even eat. It was messing my stomach up so bad. And I don't know. I was in the hospital Monday trying to get some relief, and gave me some relief. And I don't know. Right now, I'm debating on what I'm going to do next because you talk about feeling miserable. I don't wish this on anybody. I don't care who they are. I just don't know what happened with. Like I said, the only thing I can figure it must be allergic to that stuff.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't know. I'm not being a physician, but I just know that I've seen evidence in myself and others where some drugs just do not suit you whatsoever. And I was down that road. I had a reaction to a drug one time, a long time ago, and I thought my head was in a vice. That's what it felt like, my head in a vice. And not only did it do that, it altered my thinking, and it made me so depressed isn't the right word. It made me not care about anything, just apathy. It made me not care. I even as I sat there in the living room with this tremendous head pain, I thought, I don't even care if the house burns down. I just don't care.
Well, I'm just so tired of hurting. It's just pathetic. The bad thing about what I say about my leg is it's just unbearable to wear a pair of pants. If my pants just barely touch my leg, it's almost like it's caught on fire. That's how touchy it is. I can take my hand and touch the hair on my leg, and it's irritable, just very irritable. And the doctors, they don't know what to think about it. And well, I had one call me today, and I told him what I thought. I'm not coming back down there and taking any more medicine until I get myself back on my feet, because so far y'all messed me up.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You're afraid to do anything. But I have had a similar condition for different reasons. But I know what you're talking about. Though you can't even touch your skin; it's so painful.
Yeah, this is a stinging feeling. You know, it's like you. I guess maybe I've never rode a motorcycle, but I guess you dropped a motorcycle and it scraped all the skin off your leg or something like that. That's what it feels. Every once in a while, it just feels like somebody's sticking me with a half a dozen hypodermic needles in the leg. So I don't know. But anyway, thought I'd check in. Let me jump out of here. Let the day get going there. Yeah, the other fellow was talking about his antenna he built a minute ago. He was talking about 20 and 40 over. Well, I was watching my S meter and he was 60 over. Didn't matter which antenna he was on. So I had to figure he was somewhere back up here near me somewhere or on an adjacent mountain or something. Something I could figure. But anyway, he sounded good either way he went on his antennas. So with that said, let me ease off here and let that get going again there. So anyway, Tulu, KD4, VUW.
All right, Carlin. It's Carlin, Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey. And I hope and pray all that goes away real quick for you, because that kind of pain is unbelievable. It's hard to even sleep, walk, talk, or do anything. I know what you're talking about. And he's in, by the way, that great signal was from Dennis, and he's in Castellian Springs. So he's not too far from you, is he, in Bethpage?
He's on the other side of 31E down there. I'm up here on the north side on about 1 mile off Highway 52. And I can't think of the name of that road you can take from Bethpage. It'll bring you out right in Castellian Springs. But I've been there. I know where it's at. I just don't know if he's on a hill over there or what. But he's got a tremendous signal over here. And on his 2 antennas, homemade one in his 700, he was 60 over both times. His audio sounded louder on the 700, though. I did notice that.
Ah, very good. You'll probably be happy to. Well, not maybe happy, but interesting to hear that. Very good. Again, that was Carlin and Bethpage, Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey. Who else is north or north or yeah, north? North or west? Any late check-ins, please come now.
KM4YRS Mike. Whiskey 4 Mike Uniform Foxtrot.
Yeah, hold on, Jimmy. I heard Michael in there. You're running late there, are you, Michael?
Nope, you just now called West.
Oh, yeah, I just wasn't sure. I just normally you jump in there earlier, but I don't know why I was thinking that. But everything going well?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Frog hair split 3 ways.
That's not as good as 4 ways, though.
No, but I'm getting there.
Did you get over all those allergy things?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. It's amazing. You still the allergies go away, but the dust and the pollen are still there.
Well, steroids work wonders sometimes.
Now you got big muscles?
No, not hardly.
Well, very good. And Emily?
Emily's still coming along to see if she can start putting a little weight on it. So hopefully I'll have some good news about that tomorrow.
Yeah, very good. Glad to see she's making progress steady. No setbacks at all?
Not so far, except her memory is she's having some issues with that and a few anger issues because of the condition she's in. But otherwise, okay.
Yeah, the frustration of it, I'm sure. And as far as memory goes, just tell her to join the club.
Yeah, I told her that. That didn't seem to soothe her feelings much, though.
No, it's funny how, well, it's just funny how it can happen to everybody at some point, but as you grow older, it seems to happen to a lot more people. Anyway, rather than belabor that point, Jimmy, how you doing?
Hey, Paul, how's it going with you, man?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. I don't know if I told everybody. My wife might be listening, so I'm glad nobody said anything bad about me. Because she works now 5:30 p.m. till 2 a.m. and she's able to listen on the YouTube thing. So she could. I don't know if she's listening now or not. But hello, honey. I'm glad you're in there.
Gotta be nice for the wife.
Oh yeah, no, she has a Bluetooth headset and where she works, and she can listen to things that what she's doing doesn't require her hearing. So anyway, everything going well for you, Jimmy?
Yep, going pretty good, Paul. Pretty good.
Glad to hear it. No changes in your antennas or nothing?
I know. I'm thinking about taking down this one and putting another one up, but I'm not sure.
The X700 knockoff?
Yeah.
Why, tired of it already?
Well, it's got sort of a bend to it.
Oh, that's right. You told me that. I don't know. Maybe that just proves that there's no free lunch. I don't know. Maybe that's it.
I don't know. I was looking at prices and I don't know. I looked at the X510 and the X700 and an extra dB is going to cost me twice as much. So I don't think I can go that route.
No, I hear you. I know where you're coming from. And you'll probably the X510 is fine. It's a fine. I've had many people. In fact, I was thinking about buying one just for that reason, so I could use it for other things, and even seeing if it would make any difference from my elevation.
Yeah, I think if you don't have the money for the 700, the 510 is not the way to go.
Oh, absolutely. And by the way, they increased the price on that 700. Didn't you see that?
I think it's around 440 something.
It was up over 400, and HRO must have had a couple left because they were. I think it was HRO. They were at still at the old price, 387 or 390 or something like that.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I can't believe they went up that much, but since they don't really have any competition exactly at that. Anyway, that's Jimmy. He's in Northeast Mount Juliet, Whiskey 4 Mike Uniform Foxtrot. Anybody else north or west?
Jack and Donaldson.
All right, Jack. You got a bunch of static in there. Is something wrong?
No, you asked me on 6 meter what had changed, and I went outside and I realized the leaves are coming out. So maybe that has something to do with it.
No, you were a little broken up when you first checked in just a second ago.
Well, maybe I just didn't push the button hard
Yeah, no. So everything's well though.
Oh yeah, going great.
All right, let me move right along here. That was Jack where are you, Jack? Donaldson. That's right. That's like your last name. In Donaldson. Kilo Golf for India Lima Victor. I was expecting to hear Chris in there next.
KN4 Oscar X-ray November.
Ah, there you go. Kilo November 4 Oscar X-ray November. That's hard to say that, easily.
I know, and I've thought about having a cool phonetic like N4 Don't Juggle Turtles, but I can't come up with anything that's catchy like that.
I don't know if I can help you with that one because it's hard to come up with an X word.
X-ray is all I got.
Yeah, but that's tough. That's tough to come up with something that makes sense.
Xylophone, I think that's a X, right?
Yeah, well, xylophone, yeah, but it's hard to fit into a sentence, Can't, I don't know. I'm already going to try to come up with something here. Over X-ray numbskulls. Of course, doesn't start with an N.
Oxen.
There you go. It's probably the answer is oxen.
KN4 Oxen, I can do that.
Yeah, that's probably the one to do, David. Everything going well with you?
I am doing just well.
Swell. Okay, there you go. There's that 40s, early 50s word.
Yeah, I thought you'd get a kick out of that.
Oh, yeah. No, it's funny. The words we use, they seem to change over time. Well, there's some we're not going to mention them on the air, but there were some words that they used. Well, I'll use it. I'll tell you what it is. I'll use it in the technical sense. I worked for a factory that manufactured industrial, custom-made, and off-the-shelf chillers. Water chillers for industrial, mostly industrial, but also for mostly commercial and mostly industrial. No residential. Unless you had a really big house. And anyway, they put in their serial numbers. No, excuse me, the model numbers. It would give a model number, blah 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 blah, and at the end of it, they put a Q. That's what the Q meant. It was under their terms that they used it when the factory started back in the 30s. It meant the unit was because it was a custom manu. In other words, somebody asked for something different control system, different control mechanism, different, something different about it than their standard off the shelf. And it was always listed as a Q, and it stood for queer. It was a queer machine. And now that sounds funny to us, but that's exactly what they meant then, and they didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, I've heard similar things, and that being the word specifically where my grandpa used that to mean other things than it now means. But it was exactly what you're saying, something not quite normal, not quite right, I guess.
Yeah, no, it just meant it was odd. Just something was odd, and nobody gave it a second thought. But then it got adopted by another group, and then it changed. Now we're reluctant to even use the word, because it doesn't make sense in any other context. Anyway, I'm making fun of it or anything. I don't want to be any illegal activities here. Everything else going well for you, David?
Oh yeah, no complaints. Just filling up my my log here of all the people I can and can't hear, and gonna compare to my old antenna, and hopefully we're doing better. It looks like I'm doing better on YouTube. I'm at a 9. I think before I was at like a 7, so that's good.
So did you change? Well, now did you went to the X50 or something bigger?
I had an X50 in the attic, and I moved it out to on top of the chimney, so about 5 to 10 extra feet of elevation.
Well, you're doing fine here. I mean, it's not like it's blowing me out of the water from Nashville where you are, but it's still a good signal.
Yeah, I think it's we'll just have to see how this maybe upgrade again. But getting an antenna outside was a big step for sure.
Yeah, and again, it's actually what's true is if somebody has an antenna in the attic, it's a nice backup antenna that's generally unaffected by the weather unless your roof blows off.
Yeah, that's kind of the long-term plan. I'm thinking of the 50 will go back in the attic as a backup, and I'll get something bigger outside. But one step at a time right now.
Oh, I know. Yeah, one step at a time because money's always an issue. At least it almost always is. It is to me. All right, well, that was David. He's in Nashville. That's Kilo November 4 Oscar X-ray November. It's hard to get that word out. Kilo November 4 Ox. Did it again. Oscar X-ray November. All right, he's in Nashville. Anybody else late checking?
KG4 TXC Chris Dalton. Okay.
Oh, man, I had two other in there. Hold on one second. I did get Chris in there. Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. Everything well?
Yep, doing good. How about you?
I don't know if it could get much better. I'm alone. Well, not alone except for the 7 dogs, but my wife works now at night.
And she's listening.
Yeah, that's good and bad. I suppose she's listening. I can't tell. I'm surprised she hasn't texted me about that. But yeah, she's probably listening. But it's quiet here, except for the dogs, and all of them are in the same shack with me. So I got 7 dogs in here, and one has expulsions that don't smell good.
So would she be a scanner listener, but not really? Kind of in a different category? We need to make up a different category for that.
Well, she's a YouTube lurker. Let's hope she's listening. She's a YouTube lurker. Yeah, very good. That was Kristen Donaldson, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. Who else is west or late? KC2LFT. Boy, you had a good signal tonight.
Well, thank you, Paul. I felt a little bit of fire under the radio and straighten it out.
No, audio, because last time it was very hard, or as I remember, to copy you, Richard. And now, Rich, I didn't look at the thing. I'll look at it on the next one. I'll look at that, at the signal strength there, but you're really good signal.
Appreciate the report, Paul. I like to check into this net, and I thank you for letting me join it.
Yeah, you didn't change anything on your end with antenna or anything, did you?
No, sir. I just put it up a little higher power.
Well, it did the trick, because your S3 to me and the audio's easy to read.
Well, I checked in late tonight. Number one, I forgot about the net. And number two, I wanted to check in late in case I did not make it, and you would not have to waste time on me.
You're doing fine. We don't have any real rules about, you can check in anytime, you can even check in early or late, even if we're finished with the net, you're checking in late. It's fine. But no, you're doing great. And no, that's why we have 2 nets a week, so you can forget. You have an opportunity to miss the net twice a week.
KC2LFT. I could do that, Paul. I'm old enough to forget.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of us in that category. You're right. I have to tell my wife to remind me to do things that are really obvious, and I just go, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot about that. All right, that's Rich, easy in Hartsville, the big city of Hartsville. Kilo Charlie 2 Lima Foxtrot Tango with a great signal, really impressive tonight. I don't know if it's weather conditions, but you say you got it up a little more power, so maybe that was what did the trick. Who else is late checking?
Kilo Delta 4 Zulu Golf Yankee. November 4 Delta Juliet Tango.
All right, we got 2 in there. We got Don. Hold on, Don. I had Ed down in Shaker Egg. How you doing, Ed?
Groovy, man. That's the 70s word, ain't it?
Yeah. That word doesn't sound as good now as it did back then.
I know. Yes, sir. This is Kilo Delta 4 Zulu Golf Yankee there, Paul. Doing great there. We've had a good day and sort of stayed out all the sickness there and can't complain at all to you there. It's just a beautiful day. Turn it back to you.
All right, very good. That's Ed with a great signal out of Shake Rag near Shelbyville. And it's Kilo Delta 4 Zulu Golf Yankee. And Don, how are you making out? You're not working on the new job yet, right?
Evening, Paul. Yeah, no, not working a new job yet. Soon. I got a couple more days. Next week, next Friday, I start a new job, the 30th, and then I'm all set up there. Everything's done. I just gotta do my healthcare thing when I get there, but everything else is taken care of. Did that all online. Otherwise, I'm just hanging out like a hair in a biscuit. Just enjoying. Tam Heaters has been open. It's been really good. I've been working a whole bunch of stuff on Tam Heaters. Mostly in the late afternoon, early mornings, not so good, just because of the conditions. But the solar flux has been really great, up in the 80s. Tipped down below in the high 70s today, but it's still good. And I made a bunch of AM phone contacts on 10 and even made an FM Simplex contacts on town. Going to two gentlemen in upstate New York, which is kind of fun. So yeah, it's interesting.
Cool. Was most of that domestic?
Yeah, there's not any DX out there, so I listen on FT8 for DX because that's where it'll show up first. And it's just the normal trans-equatorial stuff to South America. I have all those countries. I need 24 more. And so hopefully as the solar flux keeps creeping up, we'll get some true east-west and long pass stuff going here, but that's probably going to be a few months away.
Well, I think you saw the news that they were expecting the solar cycle to really start picking up in 2024.
Yeah, no, that's what happens long before that. It usually peaks. It goes up quicker than it comes down. And yeah, I don't buy that at all. I think we'll be in a state in the 80s probably for sure this time next year, if not sooner. We've already had an M-class flare that went off just earlier this week that caused a radio blackout over the Pacific, and so it's looking pretty active. I think it's getting its rear end in gear, which is a good thing. But I think we'll ramp up a lot quicker than people are thinking.
Cool. Sounds good. There was Don, November 4 Delta, Juliet Tango, and he is in Bon Aqua with a great signal. He really sounds good tonight. Do you think conditions are better tonight?
Yeah, you sound better than outside too. Like sometimes you get in there and it wobbles in and out, and depending on somebody on a ridge somewhere driving their truck past the signal. But yeah, tonight even like solid 7 all night. So yeah.
Cool. Very good. Yeah, yours is good as well. That was Don, November 4 Delta Juliet Tango Bon Aqua. Who else is late checking? Got to be one more to make 35.
KG4, I think.
I knew you'd do it for me there. How you doing, Kevin?
Doing pretty good, Paul. Well, I figured since you asked for it, I give it to you.
Yeah, you made me beg though, man. Doesn't matter. As long as people show up, everybody's happy.
Yeah, that's right. Well, everything's hunky-dory here.
You sound really good tonight too. Have you noticed any improvement, in conditions tonight? Because it really does sound good tonight.
I jacked it all the way up, man. I got all the power on it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was shocked to hear Rich up in Hartsville. He sounded great.
He always sounds good over here to me. I'm surprised you can't hear him as well.
It's probably the big part of my ski lift that gets in the way here on the mountain.
Yeah, that's what it is. Damn miners, they get in your way.
No, it's all good. Everything going all right with you, though? I take it from what you said.
Yeah, doing well. Doing pretty good.
Fantastic. That's Kevin, and he's in Lebanon. Kilo Golf 4 Mike India Zulu. Good signal. But again, Lebanon is pretty easy for both of us between me and him. Anybody else late checking? All right, I didn't even lift up my anybody out there before I let up here on the press to talk about it. All righty, we had 35 check-ins, so we'll wrap it up here, and we'll go over to 28.415 for the 10 meter. Yeah, 28.415 upper sideband. Be there momentarily. All righty, this is K4PEW at the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net, looking for check-ins wherever we started. From the south, please come now. Anybody from the south, please come now.
Kilo 4 Oscar Fox Oscar had the wrong mic.
Very good. It was Donnie and Kilo 4 Oscar Foxtrot Oscar and Hermitage. Who else is south? All right, I guess we'll move over to the east. Who's come? Please come now. I am copying you. You got a really slim signal, but I copy okay. Yeah, very good. That's Richard, Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo. He was trying out apparently a new antenna. I have no idea what it was, but I can hear him. And he's in Lebanon. Who else is east? There's somebody in there I can't hear. All right, we got you in there, Earl. Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. We do it. We're using a different antenna. All right, I got you. Very good, but I can still copy it though. It's not so bad. Just a little light. That's all. That was Earl in Noreen Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. Who else is the East? All righty, we had Tom Kilo Kilo Bravo for Sierra Foxtrot. Oh man, did I get that wrong? I did get it wrong. Hit me again with that call there. Yeah, there you go. I had a brain freeze there for a second. Kilo Bravo 4 Sierra Foxtrot November. Tom and Martha. Who else is East?
All right, here we go. Here we go. Hold on, Terry. Try and act up on me. Sorry, you got a copy phone. Thank you for it,
Yeah, that's much better now than it was before there, Kevin.
It's got to be the evening conditions or something.
I think you're right. I think it was because it was awful between us before.
Yeah, Roger. All right, well, I'll let you get going on with it. I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry about that. Thank you for it. Oh, sorry about that. MIC.
No, you're doing fine. That was Kilo Golf 4 Mike India Zulu in Lebanon with a good signal. We were having difficulties on another day and trying to figure out why it sounded so bad. He was blaming his antenna, and I just figured it was conditions. Anyway, who else is wherever I was? East.
Whiskey for my uniform Foxtrot.
All right. Which antenna are you on tonight, Jimmy?
This is the Hexbeam. I've got 65 watts.
Yeah, you sound good. On 65 watts on the hex beam, you've got a good signal.
That's right.
Very good. That's Jimmy in Northeast Wilson. Excuse me, Mike Mount Juliet, Whiskey 4 Mike Uniform Foxtrot. Who else is East? North, please come now. Which antenna are you on tonight there, Dennis? Because you sound a little light.
Yeah, how's that? I'm on my vertical, my super penetrator.
Your day. He said, "Turn your mic gain up." That's what Earl said.
He's kidding. I hope. In the red. Yeah, I heard Earl was having technical difficulties. His technical difficulties is that he had to cook for himself.
Yeah, I know. Been there, done that. No, you sound good on the SPT there. But how much power you got on the amp, Dennis?
1100 watts.
Yeah, but you wouldn't think. How am I coming into you though, Dennis?
Coming in, I think you're S5.
Well, I'm just wondering why I'm good at 100 watts to you, but you need much. I mean, is it a good audio from me to you?
Okay, here's 100 watts.
Hold on.
95 watts.
Yeah, no, you're readable, but it's a very light signal, like you're talking through a McDonald's straw, you know. But you're also an S5 when you're. Give me a little 1 to 5 count or something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't think it's S5. I think I got the meter screwed up there, but no, you sound. I can hear you, but it's a very light signal. I don't need headphones to hear it, but it's a very low audio. But when you go to the amp, it's better. But here we sit with two antennas that are identical, and we're I don't know 18 miles apart, and it shouldn't be that bad.
This has happened before, and this antenna works. There's nothing wrong with the antenna. I had a QSO with Fernando in Brazil today. He was weak, but he gave me a 5.7. So, and I was talking all over the East Coast with it last night, getting good reports. So it's just this has happened before between you and me. It's just something between you and me.
Yeah, all right, I got it. Yeah, I had some similar problems. I remember them from before. Anyway, that's Whiskey 9 Bravo Oscar Quebec, Castellian Springs. Anybody else north?
Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo.
I think we all need your end fed there, Frank, because you come in fantastic.
5 with a Deerfoot there, and
with very low audio. And then when he uses the amp, he sounds more normal. But obviously, you're blasting me.
Oh, I am to you, really? Yeah. Well, you're coming in well to me, but again, it's almost like we have a pipeline for most of these bands.
Yeah, no, that's true. Like I said, sometimes I can even hook the coaxial area. So yeah.
All right, very good. That's Frank in Northwest Mount Juliet. Who everybody else? That's Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo. Who else north? Over to the west. You just wanted to beat Jack in there, didn't you, Chris?
Well, I had to beat them all. I was going to tell you, it looks like your radio has the RF gain turned down. That's what mine looks like. So basically, as you turn the RF gain, or sorry, turn it up all the way, and like, you'll see what I'm talking about. See if you can turn that off further to the right.
Yeah, I just did. I wasn't paying any attention to it. I had it set for something different earlier in the day, and I forgot about it.
Yeah, so what happened, I've seen it, and it moves, and basically, it almost looks like it's signal present all the time. So that's probably like 6 minutes as well. But yeah, I figured I'd just jump in there and throw that up.
Yeah, see, his audio was still lower than I would expect, though, for two people so close together with really big 10-meter antennas. You know? I don't think I do. Let me move on, though. That was Chris in Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. Who else is west?
KM4, RF, Mike, and Belchar.
All right, very good, Mike. You have a good signal. Were you copying everybody well tonight on 10 meters?
Yeah, I heard everybody so far.
All righty. Yeah, I heard everybody too, just some better than others. That was Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot in Belshire. Anybody else, please come now. Late check-ins or anywhere.
LD, Jack and Donald.
Very good. I expect you to be in there, Jack. Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. You sound good. There was somebody on top of Jack there. Who was it? And I hope he didn't hurt Jack. Hold on, Don. We had somebody. The Kilo November 4 station again?
Kilo November 4, Oscar, X-Ray November.
Yeah, the one I can't even write it properly. It's just so odd to have Oscar and X-Ray next to each other. No, that's all right. No, it makes it unique. I agree. That's Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. And man, I forgot where you were. Where are you? Where is your station? I forgot.
Oh, Nashville.
Oh, that's right. It's in Nashville. That's David, and I had it all messed up. Very good. Kilo November 4 Oscar X-Ray November. David in Nashville. Don, I heard you in there. DJT, you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I see you mostly here, everybody. You're signal's real weak today, though.
Yeah, you're still sounding good though on 10 meters. You got the amp on, don't you?
Yeah, it only runs about 700 though.
Only 700. All right, very good. That was Don in Bon Aqua, November 4 Delta Juliet Tango. Anybody else?
W0 GZR, Mark in Nashville.
All right, you sound real good tonight. You hearing everybody tonight there, Mark?
Not everybody, no, sir.
I'm just curious how well, because sometimes, well, depends on your antenna. Which antenna are you using?
It's not the one you have, the one just a step lower.
Yeah. Well, I don't know which one that is.
Well, hang on, I'll tell you.
All right.
That must be the STT-49.
Hey, is this any better? I took my tuner out of the equation.
Yeah, no, it is the audio. And you're still on 100 now?
So I'm at 800, 900.
Oh, no, you're doing great with the amp on.
Paul.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
X510.
The X510. The X510 on 10 meters?
Oh, you're right. Butternut HF6 Victor.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. I'm not familiar with. I know of the antenna, but I'm not real familiar with it. No, you sound good to me. And anyway, it's Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo in Nashville. Anybody else late check in? Please come in. All right, we got you in there, Greg. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo with a reasonably good signal. Was there somebody else in there too?
Yeah, can you, if I put any kind of signal on you down there from this thing, Paul?
Yeah, I can. You're not bouncing anything on my meter, but I'm able to copy all you say though. I can hear you.
Well, that's where I'm receiving you. I've got no signal on you at all, but I can make out what you're saying is enough to make it measurable for my ears.
What are you using? A coat hanger? I mean, what's up?
I've got a cloud warmer.
A cloud warmer. What is that, like an inverted V or something?
Well, my understanding of a cloud warmer is it goes straight up and doesn't spread out very far.
Well, my first wife was like that.
It's usually a loop antenna.
Well, sometimes, but even a inverted V is usually it's just for short term stuff. Short range.
Oh, that's like 65 RV Junior.
Ah, okay. Well, very good. No, you're doing fine with that. I mean, it's a little low, but I would kind of expect that for a G5 RV, the short one.
Well, that's what it is, but I'm going to take it up a little higher when I get that 50 foot under that 85 in.
No, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. I got a good signal on you. What did you change something? Because before you were much lower.
Y'all carry on. Thank you very much, KI4SIP.
All right, very good. That was Richard in again, the second check-in. Using a G5 RV and Kilo. I did get Greg. There you go. I got him. Anybody else? Please come now.
Hey, Paul, let's switch radios. Does this sound better?
No, it sounds okay. It sounds fine. I don't know if it sounds better, but it sounds fine.
All righty. I got a better signal on you. That's why I was wondering if using a different antenna too. So I was just curious about that.
No, it's a good copy, Kevin. I don't think I'd worry about it. The other one was fine, though.
Yeah, Roger. All right. Well, yeah, thanks, Rick. You're kind of good as well. Kind of good. That was good. Can't keep forward my thing. Take it out. Get on the side.
Yeah, very good, Kevin. Anybody else late checking? All righty. I think we'll wrap up the net. Do we have anybody else wants to check in before I go on? No lollygaggers, lurkers, sandbaggers?
I heard that one mic. Get you when you better in.
Yeah, you sound fine there, Earl. You sound a little better than you did before, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I was thinking out loud when I told Dennis to turn this mic in because that's what I needed to do myself, okay?
Oh, I got you. No problem. No, you're doing fine, Earl. You're really good. You get your dinner done?
Yeah. Mighty fine goulash, you could call it.
That's what I make every time I cook. All right, well, very good, Earl. Let me close her up here. That's the end. Unless we have any more check-ins, I'm moving on. It's K4PW.
Hey, Richard, W9BLQ.
KI4SIP, go ahead.
Hey, I just want to let you know you have a hum on your microphone, like there's no ground wire on it or something.
Okay, I'm not sure.
I can play it back for you. Hang on, I'll record it.